Find all values of x such that f of x is greater than 0 and all x's such that f of x are less than 0, and sketch a graph of f. To find the zeros, I'm going to begin by factoring out anything that's common with these, in this case an x squared, which leaves me with x squared plus 3x minus 4. From here, I can factor my x squared plus 3x minus 4. I still have my x squared, but I'm left with factors of x plus 4 and x minus 1. This helps me realize that my zeros are, the x squared has a double root 0 and 0, a negative 4, and a positive 1. To show these zeros, I'm going to plot them on the graph. There's my negative 4, 0, and see that these are going by halves, so there's 1. Now I need to find where f of x's are greater than 0 or less than 0. Basically, where are they positive or negative? So I'm going to choose test points in between each of these. So I'm going to have some test points here that I'm going to test in each of my factors. X squared, x plus 4, and x minus 1. And this will give me some sort of outcome of positive or negative. To begin, I want to test points in between, so I'll just choose negative 5. Well, any of my numbers squared are going to be positive. Negative 5 plus 4 is a negative. Negative 5 minus 1 is a negative. And these three are being multiplied. So if I multiply positive times negative, I get a positive. In between negative 4 and 0, I can choose any point, but negative 1 is probably the easiest. Squared is positive, and negative. So I get a negative outcome when I multiply those three. In between 0 and 1 is 1/2. 1/2 squared is positive. 1/2 plus 4 is positive, and 1/2 minus 1 is negative. So I have another negative outcome. And beyond 1, we'll choose 2, which is positive. 2 plus 4 is positive. 2 minus 1 is positive. And multiplying them, I get a positive. This shows me that there are positive values less than negative 4, negative values in between both of these zeros, and finally a positive value. I don't know where they are, but somewhere up here. This is going to loop down and be negative. It again is going to be negative, and finally positive. So I get kind of a W-looking function. And finally, showing where f of x's are greater than and less than 0. F of x's are greater than 0 or positive from negative infinity to negative 4, that's over here, and from 1 to positive infinity. And f of x's are less than 0 or negative between negative 4 and 0, and again from 0 to 1. And it's critical I didn't just go from negative 4 to 1, because at 0 it is 0, not negative. Thus we have the notation like that.